Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Project O. Update. I know it's been a minute since we've been on, Andrew and I. We've got quite a few things to kind of put up there. We got a couple builds going on. Andrew's wrapping up his Spitfire. Um, I've got a Mustang that I'm late on. Sorry, Rob. I know the 17th was a cutoff, but I've I've been a little bit busy aside from the modeling table. So Sunday, fun day with Andrew. Every day's a fun day with Andrew, but Sundays are a little bit better because we have NASCAR. We have Talladega today. We got Braves baseball later, and we've got a rainy, nasty day. We got Ghostbusters on the TV. We've got Ryder inside. Let me flip this around, show you everything. Andrew's working on some decals. He's got his soapy water. He's got his Spitfire. He's cutting some decals. He's killing a ghost. Energy drink. He's got some pizza left over from last night. We got Ryder hanging out with us. Ryder's Andrew's dog. He likes hanging out, eating his bone. Um, Most of all, we got Andrew. You want to say anything to anybody?
Hey.
so, so, um, so you guys already see Andrew Spitfire. Got a few decals on there already. Got his decal placement sheet up there. Um, it's been a while since I've done a video. We're kind of moving right now, but I haven't really set up my mat. I 3D printed some of these figures to put onto a Hughes 500D helicopter. Hey, kid. And then Ryder likes to manipulate everything and move some furniture. So I've taken over the CHP Hughes 500D helicopter for this project. It is a 1/48 scale, so it'll go pretty cool. It'll go pretty fast. These guys sit right there. It's only the bottom torso. This is just one of the updates. This is kind of, it looked like this will be a quick build. Of course, I have the rest of the bodies up, just hanging out. They're armed. One of them's a sniper, and the other three are just regular commandos. Two pilots that'll go in there. I'll give some more updates on that guy there. Placing decals with Andrew. My eyesight is gone. I can't see close, but I can see far. So I got to use my headgear, my headlamp, to help Andrew out. This is just the start of this video. I get my mat set up and come back and show you guys a few of the updates, my Tom build, my Mustang build, let you guys know where that's at. I got some seat belts and seats that I got to finish up and wrap up. So while I set up, Andrew's being mauled by Ryder. So I got to go break them up, and I'll be right back. All right, so I guess it's video time. I know it's been a while. I've got a ton of updates. Like I said, Andrew's been busy. I'll flip this around and let's show you guys. He is now left, and his little Spitfire. I mean, he is jamming on it. Left his pizza up there. Left his little work table. I'm very happy that our wife, my wife, his mom, lets us take over her table and just do this. In a couple hours, it'll all be cleaned up and back to normal. But just want to put out a quick update real fast. A lot of stuff going on. Personally, life doesn't stop. Because we got decals, or because Andrew wants to work on his model. That little boy is busy 24/7. He's in therapy, physical therapy 3 times a week. He works with me 1 day a week, but every day before I get home, he's on FaceTime and letting me know that he'll have his models and he'll have a model out for me ready to get going. Um, got a ton of stuff that I've started that I work on here and there. Majority of my time is consumed by helping Andrew. He's on a stream just about every day. He has his calendar where he's got everything listed on his calendar. Um, he's got a Sunday Joey stream. I'm trying to read it. I'm trying to read the calendar there. Monday Cliff, Tuesday Bob, Wednesday Wreckfest. He writes it down as I tell him, so he's pretty good. Then Thursday, Rob. Friday is Jonathan, and then Brian is on Saturdays. So he has got his calendar set. He's always on a live stream, afternoon, no matter what it is. But anyways, let me flip this around. Won't take up. I'll try not to take up too much time, but I got a lot of stuff going on. I just wanted to do an update, let y'all guys know that I'm still building, and see if I can't catch up to some of these builds. All right. I'm hoping I don't have to shoot this once or twice, but anyways, here it is. One of the things that I'm working on, like I said earlier, I really don't have to apologize to anybody. This is modeling. I mean, this is playing with plastic. I've got, like I said, I got Andrew, so I deal with my buddy every day. That's more important than anything else in this world. I am in I try to participate in a lot of the group builds that are going on, but I have life that takes precedence over everything else, including Andrew. This is one of my entries into the Mustang build with Rob. Please forgive me if I do forget the names of the channels, but I try. I got a lot of stuff going on in my head. Anyway, this is my 1/25th scale 302 Boss Mustang. It is a 69. I have upgraded it with the body kit from Black Box that comes with the fenders, the rear cage, the bigger wheels, the chassis. It is 3D printed. I have 3D printed it. The decals came from, I believe, Stony aftermarket. They are the Kurt Busch Monster Energy drink. I thought it was pretty cool. The neon green and black. I used to have a mini truck back in the day, back in the 80s, 87. I belonged to a little mini truck club, and neon green. My truck was black. I had neon green on it. I've always liked that combination of colors. So this is where I'm at. I do have some seats going in, which are also 3D printed. These are 3D printed. I get my files. Most of my files I get from Colts. Some of the files, if you look through them, they have some cool stuff. You don't have to print the whole thing. You can just select, like, my seats. I have different types of seats, but this is probably the one seat that I like the most. And then I will be doing my seatbelt harness. This is also a 3D printed seatbelt harness set. I do have the ribbon for the seatbelts, but personally I think the ribbon is kind of thick. Now the ribbon would probably work if I used a photo etch. However, the Detail Masters photo etch comes with I guess it's sort of like a tissue paper type material that you can paint in any color. It's a whole lot thinner. You keep it together by Elmer's glue. and then and it looks really neat because it's not really thick. This is a 1/25th scale, so the tissue paper thickness and the seat belts, it works really good. Detail Master puts a whole sheet. I'm pretty sure if I go to Hobby Lobby I could find this stuff by the sheets. It'd be really inexpensive. And then my 3D printed seatbelt harness, which is actually happens to be a 5-point harness as opposed to a 4-point harness. I would be able to make it look pretty good. I don't have a motor in it yet. That is still being worked on, and I'm just using the kit supplied Boss 302 motor. I like it, and you know, and I'll put it in eventually, and it'll be pretty jam up. I do have aftermarket steering wheel, 3D printed as well. I believe our good friend Matthew Inman just put out a video himself on how to break this stuff up from the trees on his 3D pieces. 3D prints, you know, obviously come with supports. Y'all have to be very careful if you do have something like a steering wheel that is very thin. If you go off to snap them off the whole tree, off the supports rather, you may snap one. He did a little twist, pull, tug, and then they came off. It's pretty cool if you have, you know, bigger parts, bigger parts. But for the smaller parts, you know, I usually just go in and I just start nipping some of the supports. Once you get so many of them off there, you only have a couple left. You can go ahead and take the rest of them off, and you'll have a pretty clean piece. This happens to be an aftermarket steering wheel for the Salvino kits, you know, which will go good with my little off-road Monster energy drink. Chassis, everything came in the file. You know, once you paint a little bit of paint, a little bit of detail stuff, it looks amazing. So that's kind of where I'm going with this 69. I do have some more stuff. You know, obviously my front shock supports. I do have different types of shifters. I have a sequential shifter. I have a more of a Nopey type shifter. You know, this is my work mat. I really like it. Thinking of getting me a bigger one, because when I'm done, I just lift the whole thing up and go put it away, take it away from my wife's table. So I got stuff going everywhere. Jack stands. If you guys want a nice little set of jack stands for a diorama or to hold your models up, I do have a couple stuff on eBay. This file here was a free file that I found on Colts, I believe. You just have to scale them to whatever scale you're using. That happens to be closer to a 124, 125 scale, but I can scale them bigger or smaller. So that's my update on this guy. I do have another 69 Boss, exact same kit, and this is, again, this is a build that I started. I back halved a Chevelle 69. This is my Pro Street mod for the Blue Ox Jason build from last year. I might get it finished by the time this year rolls around. I do have it painted. Model Car World MCW paints, cinnamon stick. This hood will be cut through, and I do have actually the 302 with the velocity stacks from the and the intake from the original Chevelle. So the Chevelle intake on the 302 gives it a really good look, and it keeps it sized up properly. I do have a couple engines that I do have, but I'm just going to keep it, try to keep it as original as possible. The interior's got a little bit of work that needs to be done, but coming along pretty good. So that's another, not a stall project, just a slow project. All my projects are not stalled because I do work on them regularly, but because of Andrew, like I said, I don't get a chance to work on them as often as I would like. And then, of course, make some room here. And this I have going for our good friend Tom, Rambler 69. This is his appreciation build, and this is where this is going. Everything's pretty much together. I have a few, the interior and seats that are going together. I've been having not a tough time, because I do have several engines, but I'm just having an issue with trying to decide. I guess it's a decision issue. What am I gonna put in his as a power plant? I do have the 572. I do have the 572 with the AirRam intake and a top hat that I was originally going to go with. I just have to plumb it out. Put me a little distributor with some wires and get it plumbed up. I'm still looking for a good set of headers and pipes. Another option, if I have it here, I do have it here. Another option is the same 572 with a top hat. Now this is a motor that I do have in 125 scale, 124 scale. Me and Andrew do sell these on eBay. And the 125th, I was able to get everything on one build plate. The 124th, I do have different options because I do have the different upgrades. But this guy here, again, it does have the supercharger, but with that supercharger, you can do different things. It does come with a top hat. I'm cutting out, just like I said, I usually like cutting some of these supports off so that it's not too much stress on some of the other ones. And then once you get them to where you've knocked off a few, then you can go back and do your thing. So that top hat obviously goes there. I do have a carbon fiber decal to carbon fiber the top hat. The detail on these guys is amazing. So that's one of the issues that I'm having. It does come with the belts. You can actually use the pulleys that already have the belts, or you can use the pulleys without the belts and make your own belt. Comes with different exhaust. So you have different choices for exhaust. That's one of the issues that I'm having, is I cannot decide. It's not a bad issue to have. I just can't decide which motor to stick in there. Tom, if you have any preference, let me know, bud, and I'll throw it in there. However, when I do wrap this up and give this to you, buddy, I will throw you some motors in there, some extra parts and stuff that you can use on other stuff. And this is a 2-in-1 kit, so there's actually another kit inside this kit. Again, Matthew Inman did an unboxing of this kit, and it does have parts to complete 25 Ford Model Ts. It just so happens that this one is kind of like in the style of what the old Tom builds. Not quite as good as Tom's, but in the same, hey, I appreciate you, Tom. Tom's been one of Andrew and I's first subscribers. I think he was like number 3. Papa Dan, Colonel Red were like 1 and 2. Actually, Papa Dan and Colonel Red were the ones that got me to start a channel for Andrew and myself, and then it just blew up to this. I think we're up to like 400 and something subscribers. I never thought I would see that, and not that it really matters. It's all about my buddy building. I mean, he got me back into this, and now I got a whole mess, a bunch of 3D printed parts. Selling 3D printed parts keeps me buying stuff for my buddy to build, model shows, and the just the camaraderie of this community, and the kindness of all these builders that gift my buddy models to keep building. And he just gets out here with me. He just now left, said, I'm gonna take a break, I'm gonna go play some Xbox with one of his online I guess Xbox partners. I do have this one here. I just started tinkering with this. I found some files for some cool little pilots, and then this is Little Bird, which, like I said earlier, is a Hughes police helicopter, 500D, and 1/48 scale, I believe. It has the commandos that hang on the side, and once it's done, it'll be pretty cool. It's actually there's not much to it. I mean, most of it is just going to be detail painting, and I think once it's done, it looks pretty cool. I have a ton of stuff going on. I have open kits everywhere. Andrew's got open kits everywhere. We've got a stack of shows coming up. Andrew loves to travel. He loves going to shows. He's gotten so big into the raffles that he will sit there and just look at raffle numbers, and he wins kits. He's pretty good. He's pretty lucky, I guess, at winning the raffle. So that kid comes home with all kinds of stash. I just haven't put up a stash build, a stash grab for him, but those are coming. So these are a few of the projects that we got going on, and then of course my buddy Spitfire that he's been working on. He's got a tank that he's been working on. He's got that kid's little mind is all over the place, and I guess now you know why. But greatest hobby in the world. This is all a nickel and dime operation. The folks in this community are amazing to him, because of your generosity to him. It makes me, I guess, a better person. So if you guys need anything that you see on this table, just give me a holler. Drop me a PM. I have zero issues sharing. Maybe not files because it's illegal, but I will share, what I do print. I mean, to me, I'm not gonna get rich off of printing, but it's just gonna keep us going in this hobby. As a matter of fact, Andrew has a Tuesday nights. He has a hangout where he hangs out with maybe 25, give or take a few, 25 individuals that are all over the age of 19. All of them are special needs, different needs for all of them. We have some that are moderate We have some that are severe, autism, MR, which is unfortunately mental retardation, different issues. All of them have they're all in different forms and shapes, and I'm trying to put together. Andrew's brought it up to him that he built models. They've all gotten interested in seeing some of his stuff. So I'm trying to get some sponsors for a make and take. If anybody would like to sponsor, I know I'm gonna end up having to buy all these kits for all these kids. Snap-on kits, most definitely. I don't want anybody to, cut any fingers off, because some of these kids, are pretty disabled. But their parents are there, and they will help them out. So I'll end up buying tools and things of that nature. But if anybody can help me out, anybody else can think of anything else, anybody wants to donate any kits, just hit me up. I'll appreciate it. I know I'm gonna be cracking down, taking all the kits that all my snap together kits, putting them together, see what I have, and then whatever else I can purchase, I'm gonna take over there, and he hangs out every Tuesday night. They're always looking for activities to do for him. Something to get them interested in, and quite possibly get them involved, get their parents involved to to hang out with these kids. I know it's done a world of good for Andrew, and he loves to build. He loves to talk to modelers. If you see him on the stream, he'll remember you. He has his favorites. I'm not gonna lie, but usually those favorites are the ones that that always acknowledge that he's there, which is just about everyone there. So I'm not gonna say any names, because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But he talks about every single one of them like he's known them forever. So I appreciate you guys. Putting a smile on his face, and then just man, it looks like somebody threw up on my mat in all kinds of different colors. So this is what I got going on. Andrew's got a whole bunch of stuff going on too. I appreciate you guys. I hope this wasn't too long, and I'll catch you guys on the next live.